Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you Facebook ads for local business owners. This is going to be a mini training session for you. If you are a local business owner and you have a bricks and mortar business or a home business and you want to reach people in your community, then I'm going to show you how to use Facebook very, very effectively to basically reach the people that you want to reach. Now, if you are boosting posts or you're promoting posts on Instagram and on Facebook, can you please not do that anymore and just watch this video first, and I will show you exactly why you should stop doing it and what you need to do instead to get the best advantage from using Facebook advertising. Now, my name is Bukiekeowa and I am a kingdompreneur, and I am here to share tips on business growth, kingdom wealth, and all-round abundant living from a Christian perspective. And if that resonates with you, then please do subscribe and comment, like, and share with your friends, family, church, and everyone else that you want to grow their business this year and beyond. I look forward to seeing you inside for the tips.
If you are new, my name is Buki, and this channel is dedicated to topics on business growth, wealth creation, and all-round abundant living from a Christian perspective. With engaging topics set to enhance your journey, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video.
Okay, guys, so I just thought I'd just pop into Facebook first and just show you. I'm sure most of you have seen when you've got some good posts and Facebook or Instagram, either one of the two would say to boost an Instagram post. And then you boost the post, you put some money to it, you do a bit of targeting, and then you might see some engagement or people liking your posts and stuff like that. But the reason why it's not that great to do it is because it's not optimized. What do I mean by it's not optimized? I will show you. So what you do, you need to have, if you want to pay for advertising, to get more reach for your post or for your business, to get more leads, you need to have a Facebook business account, business manager account, okay? And all you simply need to do is go to business.facebook.com, business.facebook.com, yeah, and then you can basically open up an account there. It's free, there's nothing to it. Now, I've got this kind of test account here just for the purpose of this, to show you. But when you get your account, you open up your account, what you need to basically do is go to your ad manager. Okay, so go to your ad manager, and then you can basically create a new campaign. Okay, so the reason why you do not want to boost your post is because those posts are known as engagement posts. Now I'll explain. When you go to create a new campaign in Facebook, there are three sections to it. Number one is the campaign. What are you trying to achieve? Okay, what's your objective? So do you want engagement? Do you want people just to like your post? Do you want to convert people? Or do you want leads coming through? What do you want to actually do? Do you want traffic? You want people just to eyeballs on your post? What do you actually want? Okay, because all of these objectives, they are optimized to actually meet the need of the actual objective, i.e. if you want people to engage with your post, engagement means they're going to engage with your post. What it doesn't mean is that it's going to now show it to people who are more likely to opt in to your offer or to your service. Okay, so the way Facebook works is that each one of these objectives is optimized to the point whereby it will show posts or show ads to people who are more likely to do the action that you have asked it to do. So you can't outsmart the algorithm. So if you are boosting your post and you want people to buy from you, you're going to end up likely with not many people, if any at all, buying. Why? Because the post is set up to engage. So engagement, it looks like people are, they're liking my post, they're commenting on my post. That's great, because the people that they've showed it your ad to here in engagement are the people more likely to do those actions. They are not the people that are more likely to buy or to purchase or to even opt into your offer. Okay, so you have to really, really understand the concept behind the objectives behind the scenes. Now, I'm not going to go into all of it today. It's not a massive masterclass. All we need to know really, as a local business owner, you want to probably be doing 2 or 3 of these objectives. And that would be lead generation. So So getting leads, so getting email addresses into your feed. Now, I will explain the difference between that and conversion. Conversion is the most expensive ad, but it is the most optimized ad that will get you purchases. If you are selling things online, you want to be thinking about doing conversion ads, because you're going to be basically showing your ads to people who are more likely to opt in and to purchase your good or your service. Okay, that's what you need to know when it comes to choosing what objective. Now, obviously, each objective you choose, you have to put a budget behind it. So you have to know which one to choose. Otherwise, you're going to be ending up spending a lot of money if you don't understand how to use the platform very well. Now, traffic ads, they could be good if you want to literally just send eyeballs to your post. And then the way Facebook works is that if you if you have a landing page or website, whatever you want to send people to, you have to put a pixel behind it. Now, the pixel is a tracking device, a set of a code that will track visitors to your website or to your page. Now, if you use a traffic ad, right, then you can basically capture that information through your pixel behind the scenes, and then run a conversion campaign that will now convert people. Now, it's not always as straightforward, to be honest, but it depends on what you're doing and what the nature of your business is or your service is. But generally speaking, if you want to go straight to purchases, use a conversion campaign, but it's not the cheapest way to do it, basically. Another way to do it is through engagement. So if you do want engagement and you do want people to just, engage with your post, hey, fair enough, do an engagement ad, but you need to make sure that's what you want to do. That's what you want to happen before you go ahead and boost the post. Now, the reason why I wouldn't really still suggest you do it on the platform of Instagram is because there's limitations on how you can basically target your audience. On Business Manager, what I'm going to show you now, there are so many more ways you can actually target people using the Business Manager, and I'm going to show you that right now. So just to summarize quickly on this page, your campaign to get leads for your local business, you want to consider using a lead generation campaign, or a conversion campaign, or possibly if you want to just get some, general engagement on general chit chat, you can use the engagement consideration, and maybe video views if you've got a video, and then you can repurpose that content to now convert to a conversion campaign. I hope that makes sense. I hope it wasn't too technical. But anyway, so we're going to for the purpose of this, we're going to go to lead generation, and I'm going to just tell you why that is. Because I'm going to do another video about basically funnels in general and what you need to look out for in funnels. So look, if you are selling goods and services, have the mindset to know that it takes time to convert people, okay? It's not going to be instant all the time. Sometimes it can be. So, yeah, you can do a post and people will buy from you. That's great, but not all the time. So lead generation campaign, I would just quickly name this. Say, let's say lead gen. Maybe you have, let's say, a local beauty store. Let's just say lead generation, beauty campaign, and let's call it massages, for example. Just really random here, but just so you get the idea. And let's call it massages. Okay, so your campaign is for massages, actual service of massages. It's a beauty campaign and it's a lead gen campaign, and you continue to the next stage. Okay. Now, so this is where it gets really, really juicy, okay? So this is where you can test your targeting. Now, and also I wouldn't, just to explain, in the campaign section up here, I wouldn't suggest personally that you set a budget there, because what Facebook does now is that Facebook actually will test and see what is the best ad set that you have created and basically distribute your budget accordingly. In my personal experience, I still think that budgeting at ad set level is better because you have control over who you're targeting and the budget, so you can now then test each ad set. An ad set is basically who are you now putting that ad in front of. You have chosen about your campaigns. I want to now create leads for my beauty shop in Chelsea, let's say. Now you want to now target people. Okay, so here you pick your page. So if you had a page here, you pick your page. I'm just gonna, just pick any page, just for the purpose of this. Actually, no, I can't use it. Let me use my normal page. So if you have a page on Facebook, you create a business page and you can link. It will link to your Facebook business account and you just use that account. But this is just for example purposes anyway. Now, here is the juice. So basically, if you're a local business owner, now what you can actually do is put in your exact postal code into Facebook and target people who are just a few kilometers around you. So I'll show you this, for example. Now, I have a shop in, let's say, in let's say West London. Let's say, let's see. So this is the postcode. I haven't actually. Okay, this is a postcode in London, right? I put the full postcode there. Normally what will come up is the first part of the postcode. So you'll give you the zip code. So you put that in. It will now take you to the exact location of that where your shop is based, okay? Now, what I normally do is I will drop a pin there. I'll tell you why in a second. Because now you've dropped a pin, you can control the distance from 1 mile up until 50 miles of your location. Isn't that excellent? So now people it could be 1 mile away, 2 mile away, whatever you decide, 5 miles, 10 miles. I think depending on what your interest is up here, you can reach people in your local area. And so your ad will now speak locally to the people that are there. So now if I put 10 miles, I haven't put any interest there. I'm reaching potentially 5.6 million people 8 miles in my destination. So if I have now, and it's telling me that in that daily, I will have between roughly 800 to 2,600 people that my ad will be shown to. And in that is estimating that you'll get roughly between 5 to 21 leads coming into your business, okay? Now, just to give you some understanding is if you are, if your product or service has a general spin to it, I would do one of two things. Number one, I would not put any interest in to test it at $5. Okay, what do I mean? So here is where you set your ad sets. Okay, now you can put in your title. I won't do that now because of just time's sake, but put the title of whatever it is that you're going to do. So I would say now no interest, for example. Let's do that actually. Let's just say no interest massage. Okay. Because a massage can appeal to different people, okay? So you wanted to see who would opt in from having no interest, okay? And now the reason why I put in the postcode and I put the pin in as well is because if you do it without that, you can only, I think, start from, you can't necessarily set the location parameters just with the postcode. So you have to now put the pin in there, like I showed you, and you can now set the area location, okay? You can then set the age limit. So obviously for massages, I think you probably want to start from maybe, let's say, people who are a bit older. So I would say maybe like 24 or 25 and above, people that actually can afford to do it, and then above is okay. You can test both male and female. So, I mean, generally speaking, females are maybe more likely to have massages done, but however, it could, you never know, your audience, depending on what you're actually targeting. So I would tend to test $5 on a male and $5 on a female, okay? Then we go up a little bit more. Now here's where targeting is. Now I would, for local business owners, I would always test for no interest. Why? Because the audience is so small, you want to make sure that you're really maximizing your budget and you are reaching people who potentially may only opt into your your feed because you are local. Okay, so keep it as no interest first for the first test, and you can start at $5. Okay, now you save this audience. Now, some people suggest leaving it as a recommended placement. So what this means is that where is your ad going to be shown? Now, I personally always do feeds. So, and I find that works better for me. And when I've done different tests on different clients' accounts. So I would potentially say that you would just, for argument's sake today, let's just do Facebook feeds. So we're going to go to Facebook news feed. That's all we're going to do. That's it. If you want to do stories, I would tend to kind of set it differently and not set it in the same way I would set a feed. So you do Instagram news feed, take everything else off basically in article feed. Right, cool. So then here you set your budget. So now, so bearing in mind, now watch this. This was a default $20, okay? That's a daily budget. Now, obviously, the more money you put towards it, the more reach you're going to have. If you change this to $5, look what's going to happen. Up here, right. Completely changed. So this ad set may get 0 leads. Now, the thing is, obviously, guys, Facebook wants you to spend more money. So they're going to tell you that, okay? And yes, paraventure, it may indeed be so that you don't get any leads for $5, right? There was a time when it was very... it was kind of easy to get leads at $5. But what I will tell you, what I would suggest you do instead, if you've got the budget to do so, is do $10, right? Now, if your advert is done in the best way, you will find you will get leads as low and less than $5 a lead. You will get leads in the $1 a lead or 1 cent, 50 cents category if you set up your campaign really, really, really well, okay? So I would tend to suggest to do one of two things. Do one, I would do one ad like this. So now it says you're going to get potentially 1 to 11 leads. And then the potential reach for the day is 350 to 1,000. So just test it out. So the mindset behind Facebook ads, guys, whether you like it or not, you have to test. You have to have a budget for this. So I would recommend about $100 at the bare minimum to test. And here's a quick tip, all you UK people. You can actually set your campaign to dollars, and the pound is a bit stronger at the moment, so for us it's a bit cheaper to set our campaign to dollars rather than to pounds. So you can do that in the business campaign section. So that's a little tip for you if you are based in the UK or in a country where the currency is stronger than the dollar. And I would suggest using dollars to do your campaign. That's a little side note there. But anyway, moving along swiftly. Okay, so $10 there, no interest, and then what we're going to do is move swiftly along. And so I'm not going to actually populate all of this right now. This is to show you really what can be done. So what you need to do here now, if you've been following my content so far, guys, I bang on and on and on about target markets and customer avatar. Why? Because here, this is where it's going to save you tons of money. If you have done your target market and your customer avatar, this is where it really, really counts. Why? Because your customer avatar is basically you ironing out your ideal client for that particular good or service. So for the massage, right? I have an exercise in my workbook. If you please download it, anywhere, I'll show it in the comment section or wherever. It'll be somewhere you can download it. Okay. Now in that exercise, it will give you it will show you how to really look at your ideal client for your particular service or product, and basically look at different angles. What do I mean? So massages, for example. Now, everyone and their dog could do with a massage at some point in their life, but you don't want to advertise to everyone and their dog. Yes, you have put no interest in, cool, but even then, your messaging here has to speak to your target audience. Okay, so here what you do is you put your image in. So this is your ad is basically, this is your ad, what's going to be shown to the people that you're going to be sending in your local area. Now what you want to do, hopefully I've got an image here, I'm not sure if I have, but change image. That's my business page image right now. So let's see what we got. So this is my stuff. Okay, for argument's sake, guys, just put, so you can now go, basically, you can, just to say, go to stock photos. I would think twice about doing that, to be honest, depending on what your goods or service is, okay? You want your image to be really engaging. Your image really, really counts. So when you are advertising for let's say a massage or what have you, then you need to basically put an image on there that shows something that's, you know, some kind of an image that really stands out. Ideally not a stock image, because it looks like an ad straight away. So maybe it's of your client. If you're a masseuse, then you can basically use your client's picture. So it's very more authentic. It's more kind of like down to earth, and that's what you want to do on Facebook and Instagram, because people are going to take notice of those kind of pictures that are more kind of like kind of not kind of does not look like ads. Excuse my French, sorry. So I'm just gonna pick any random picture just because for the sake of this, this is not like a real ad, but I want to just explain the concept behind it. This is one of my posts, funny enough, that did really, really well, and I basically used that post to target people to one of my services, and it did really well. So just to give you an idea, so if you have posts on your feed that does really well, look at how you can repurpose that content and maybe use that as a caption for your ad. Now, remember, this is all kind of like, you know, this is just theory. This is not a real ad, guys. This is just me showing you what's possible. So, okay, so the reason why your customer avatar is really important is because in these places, you are going to write your text to speak to your customer avatar. That is why it's important for Facebook ads. You want to be able to speak to your customer, your client, in the language they understand. And this is where it really, really counts. If you get this wrong, you're going to waste a lot of money on your ads, okay? So make sure your image speaks to your client, number one, and your text speaks to your client. Once you've done that, you scroll down. Now, for the purpose of this lead campaign, you don't need a landing page or a website. What this does is that it will actually send people to opt in, so they will show your ad to your local community, and then it will give you the option to opt in. Now this button is actually really, really necessary to like think about. I find learn more works really well for interest, but you could use different things depending on what you're selling. It will just choose the right one that will speak to your target audience. Okay, once you've done that, then what will happen is that they will opt in to whatever call to action you've asked them for. And that their email, their number will now go through the internal Facebook database that you will be able to see and to upload on Facebook, your Facebook page. So you can find the data there. Or there's other ways where you can basically link it into your CRM, but that's another video completely. But just to give you an idea, so you don't have to have a website or landing page to actually essentially get leads from Facebook using this method, okay? And it's very cost effective. But what I would advise you do, now these leads are not going to be high quality. Why? Because when you opt in to an ad, Facebook already has your data. So what happens is they don't really type in their email. They don't really type in their data. Facebook already has it populated. And so they just show them, do you want to opt in? Oh yeah, I opt in. So there's not much thought gone into opting into your ad if you're using a lead generation campaign. If you're using a conversion campaign, like I showed you before, the conversion ad will take them to a landing page or to a website, and there's a higher thought process that's gone through their head to opt into your offer. Therefore, the lead is likely to be more high quality. Now, it doesn't matter really. Well, it does matter, but depending on what you want to achieve, if you still use a lead campaign ad objective, what you can then do, you have these emails and these numbers in your database. What you can then do is market to them outside of Facebook via your email campaign strategy, via your text messaging strategy, and you can still communicate with these people. Over time, they will convert, okay? So you can do it either or. You can do it that way, it's a longer route way, or you can use a conversion route way, which will give you, you have to basically invest more money up front to get that opt-in, okay? But either way, they still work and they're really good for business. And I'm going to do another video really about just the the value ladder, to understand how this really works and how you need to think about your business. And guys, remember, big companies, big established companies, they have a massive budget for marketing, because they understand the power of marketing and the power of touch points. So what you're doing is touching points with your customer, with your ideal client. And by touching points with them, it's not going to be the first point, not the second point, maybe not even the third point, but actually, on average, I've been told it's about 15 touch points. What that means is that 15 points where you interact with your clients that you will then get a sale. So guys, if you're a small business owner, don't get discouraged if you don't get a sale straight away. You have to continue the process. You have to make marketing a strategy for the long term, and it has to have a budget, as I said before in one of my other videos, either a monetary budget you have every month for your marketing, or a time budget every month for your marketing. If you do this within 3 months or so, you will see a massive turnaround in your business, I'm telling you. So this video was just there to show you basically how to use Facebook ads for local business owners. Quickly before I go, I don't want to be too long, but I'm going to just quickly rush and show you about the go back into ad sets and how you can basically do targeting. Now, targeting is really, really powerful. I'm going to show you a quick tip quickly. What you do here is you go into detail targeting, okay? And what you're going to do, let's just say massage. Hey, go straight to it. Does it come up? Yes, it does. Interest is massage. Fantastic, okay? Then what you might want to do, so it significantly then reduces your reach. Before it was like 4 million or something like that, but now it's only 460,000, so there's less people. And you can test it as a broad interest, or you can do something else that I do that works very well, is actually do a kind of double step interest. So what this means is that you can basically say, okay, I'm going to target people that have an interest in massages, but then they must also have an interest in what else they need to have. Let's just say not facial, but let's say skincare, something like that. They're kind of high. Let's say skincare. Okay, perfect. And make sure you look at the right-hand side, because you've got skincare coming up as an interest, as an employer, as a field of study. You wanted to make sure you do as an interest, okay? There you go. And it's massively reduced to 140,000 people. Less people are going to see it now, but that's why you're going to be careful. So if you're running, this is local businesses, I would just go in broad, but this strategy can be used for maybe online or more bigger, wider audience, okay? So I'm going to stop it there, because I think there's enough there to actually give you something to start with and give you the concept behind Facebook ads and how to start using it for your business, especially guys if you're a local business, because the reason why quickly that it pays you as a local business is because online businesses are competing with these interests. So quickly, if you are an online business and you got a massage product, for example, okay, every other massage product and their dog are going to be fighting for that same interest spot, okay? And so it's going to be more costly for you to compete with those people. But if you have a local business, your competition is only going to be people within your local community, and not many people in your local community are going to be advertising that in your advertising. Does it make sense? Okay, so I want you to just think about the power and the potential here of using Facebook ads to your advantage, and to use it to really get more business and to grow your business this year and going forward. And again, you can actually show this your ad to your Facebook feed and to your Instagram feed, okay? So yeah, I hope that's helped, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. If you have any questions, then please do ask in the comments. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Again, if you want to hear more content, or you have a particular question about something that you want me to expand on, I will do another video on it, no problem. Otherwise, yeah, do share with friends, do comment, do like, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to see more content that will help you take your business to the next level this year and beyond. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.